My talk today is about Helidon, a wonderful project that I'm part of. So, as I mentioned, my name is Dmitry Alexandrov. Sanaya told you about me, so you practically know everything about me. And since I'm part of Oracle, I have to display this safe harbor slide, so don't believe anything I'm saying. But I will tell you very interesting things that you can definitely use in your production. So we'll talk about Helidon, go through MicroProfile, go through some Reactive APIs, and then there will be a Q&A. We are really short of time, so half an hour, and I have so many things to tell you. So, Project Helidon. What is Helidon? So, for us developers, this is a set of libraries for development microservices. I don't exactly call it framework, because it's not exactly a micro framework, and it's not exactly a well, I would say huge framework, like overall framework for developing of everything. So it's somewhere in the middle. We actually position ourselves as a micro profile based framework, although this is not exactly correct, because we provide also some different options for that. So that's why we call ourselves a set of libraries for developing microservices. And Helidon, as word is coming from Greek word, which is actually a swallow, a lovely bird, which is so fast, maneuverable, graceful, and every time it goes in with all the swarms, it's just remind us the microservices world. So I definitely love the name of this project, and it definitely explains what is actually we are doing with it. One definitely wonderful thing, although it's made mostly by Oracle developers, it is an open source project. It's, I believe, one of the first, or the second project, which is under Apache 2.0 license. That means that we're in GitHub. We're always free to enjoy all the contributions the community gave us, and please feel free to take a look at the code. The code is really nicely written. Everything is with tests. Everything is very well documented, and we're open source. So please have a look. Everything you will find it under GitHub. There's nothing hidden there. And as I say, really small and fun. And the main idea is it's actually a small layer built on top of Netty. That means we are actually taking Netty and putting all the necessary stuff for you and your business to run microservices in a good way. And since all the microservices mostly run in clouds nowadays, we are absolutely cloud native ready. So we do provide everything you need to run your applications in the cloud. And as I said, we are MicroProfile based. That means that we have health check, we have tracing, everything you need in the cloud, and the application will feel really good at the clouds. So, and most important stuff, by the way, today, since actually in the clouds you have to pay for everything, like speed, the start speed, the volume you take, the memory footprint. We also fully support, I believe, GraalVM native images. So whatever you need to produce something really small and native as an application, we do have it for Helidon. One very interesting thing about we receive, we made no compromises. That means that we only use the newest stuff, and that's why you will need Java 11 Plus to run it. Just because we are enjoying all the benefits and trying to put all the benefits of the Java post 9 world for you to bring them and make no compromises for you to enjoy the latest technology for that. As a result, what we provide in the end is that we have very, very low memory consumptions. Like, for example, native image is only 28 megs, and JLink. Why I say JLink, because we are post 9 Java 9 words, so we are enjoying all the benefits from Jigsaw project. So we can build our own JDKs for that, and that's why I always say there's a JLink profile for that. And if you're just plain user JVM, we are really small as well. Startup times are just incredible. So native image is a fraction of a second. JVM is also a fraction of a second, a little bit slower. But as you see in the middle, there's the J-Link image. That means that we are once again not loading things we don't want, and J-Link provides us the possibility to throw away the code we're not using, and that's also a result in a wonderful startup times. And once again, the disk footprints are tiny, I would say. So native image is the application where you just start. It's always about 22 megabytes. And the artifacts built for Java are usually also, well, less than 10 megabytes for SE, and a little bit more for MP. I will go to this differentiation between SE and MP soon. So we are small, we are fast, we are like this wonderful bird, Helidon, or swallow in English, which is maneuverable, fast, and easy to use. And by the way, just lovely and graceful. So, as I told you, you probably saw this idea of MP and SE stuff. So this is the very overall architecture of Helidon. So we are using Netty underneath. And then we have a set of reactive APIs, pure Java, no magic, which are extremely fast. There are almost no annotations actually used there, just plain Java, all in reactive way, just to bring you all the required characteristics and all to fulfill all the requirements you need for the clouds to run your application, to have REST SE, or to have REST metrics, health, testing, everything which is cloud native. And then, as I told you, we are mostly MicroProfile based framework. That means we wrap it up in MicroProfile. Let us dive into it a little bit more. So we will start the Helidon MP. Once again, MP comes from MicroProfile. This is, as I say, open source community specification for enterprise Java microservices. This is not the implementation. It's just a set of specifications that you have to fulfill. And Helidon is one of the well, in this case, Oracle, but Helidon is one of the products that actually implements those specifications. They're currently hosted and Eclipse Foundation, and many members actually steer those specifications the way are evolving. It's not only Oracle, it's IBM, Red Hat, Bayara, even Microsoft, and actually many others. So we got 4 times a year, really, a release. It means every quarter year we have a minor release, and every year we have a major release. That means this specification is really, really awesome, and it's really, really working for us, especially for microservices world. Currently, the main specifications you have are only 12, although there are some specifications which are out of the scope right now. Maybe they will cut into the main distribution quite soon. At the current version, we have 3.3 version of MicroProfile. And as you see, we have a lot of stuff, especially for microservices, like REST client, like metrics, like fault tolerance, which is quite necessary. JSON specifications like P and JSON B. Although, as I just historically want to say that it all started out of 3 specifications like JSON-P, CDI, and JAX-RS. As you see, there are more now, and they are all there to help you with your microservices living in the clouds. So, and where is Helidon with that? So Helidon fully supports MicroProfile 3.3, and we are on our way to support one of the first to support 4.0 version of MicroProfile. So you do have all the necessary specifications implemented from ourselves. And moreover, we add some specifications which are part of Jakarta EE. So from our side, you will also use the benefits of like transactions, annotations, and persistence, by the way. So we are giving you a little bit more than just a MicroProfile, which helps you a lot when you development, believe me. And even more after that, we provide you some Helidon specific ways, which are kindly very much required from the industry right now, which is CORS and gRPC, both client and server. So Helidon MP is like not only MicroProfile implementation, but also gives you more. And this is wonderful. Once again, when you use Helidone application, you will get the MicroProfile config, which is a standard way of configuring and portable way of configuring your stuff. You'll receive health checks, yes, to understand whether your service is ready or not to be used, whether it's live or not. It's mostly used by monitoring, not only for human situation, but you will receive it, and it's a standard way of doing it. Moreover, you will receive metrics, so you will receive all the telemetry and monitoring from the server, and you can gather this data in Prometheus, like the de facto standard, and visualize it with Grafana. So it comes out of the box for you. Well, you can define different scopes. And by the way, we are doing some integrations right now, and even for metrics taken from third-party technologies, you will be able to read them out of specific scopes. So like base scope is for common metrics, vendor for vendor specific, and application. You can run your own application metrics like that. Tracing definitely a part, because your request may come across many services, and this way tracing is there out of the box just for you. That's fault tolerance. Definitely part that you need to, well, because microservices, well, like every distributed systems that can fail unpredictably, you are always ready to use it, and you always have the support from Helidon for that out of the box. REST client, open API to documents and to provide good APIs for your services. This is available. But as we're short of time, I just want to show you some real code. Let us have a look. So what is a good way to do this? So first of all, you can go to MicroProfile Starter and just generate a POM file for you. But we will make it in a more advanced way, which is Helidon, I would say, key feature right now, because it actually simplifies your way of doing it. So we will use the so-called CLI. So we just click on the link. Let me see if it's working correctly. Yes. So here you go to the website, and you can see how you can get the CLI. It's actually wonderful because it's pre-built for you using native image, and it's very built on top of mostly using Maven for builds, and simplifies your development. By the way, just small remark, just have a look at such a wonderful documentation you have almost for everything, with some good examples, which is completely wonderful for such a technology. And just click, you have everything there. But as I say, talking is cheap. Let us take a look at the code. So Helidon app, I've already downloaded. Helidon app, I will just use init to create a project. It will provide me some ideas. What is the flavor we use? Since we're MicroProfile, we'll get to SE a little bit later, because we're really short of time here. We'll use a MicroProfile project. We can create a quick starter, just answer questions. What is the project name, artifact version, Java package name, and should we start developer loop? Not at this point. I'll show you a little bit later what is it. And here we are. So if you take a look, it will generate us a folder which we can get in. It's a full structure, like usual project, which is Maven project, and we can open our favorite IDE to see how it's going. Just let me have a look. Yes, it is opening. Because we're in Zoom right now, it takes us a little bit, it's a little bit slower to start. So let us have a look. I believe you can read my screen correctly. Sanna, if I'm pronouncing correctly. Whenever you have problems with reading it, just let me know in the chat. I'm monitoring it right now. Okay. Well, you see, you have Java. It's like we'll see a bunch of annotations which are specific to MicroProfile in this case, or maybe I would say specific, maybe familiar to most of us, like get, help, receive, greeting, applications. Please have a look when you have the possibility to play with it. You can dive into more details, but what is a good part of it? So with our application, we can just build it with Maven, or we can use our Helidon app to build the application for us. So we just do Helidon build. It will trigger some, we'll see a little bit familiar response, like using Java, using Maven underneath. And you see it works. So it just did tests, and there we go. So just to start the application, we need to go to Java -jar, yes, and target, and then the quick starter name and jar. And you see, fraction of a second, and we are working. So it's on localhost 8080. I will open a different console. With this quick starter, you will receive a README file, and we can play a little bit with curl to see do we get our greetings or not. I hope it will work right now. Oh yes, demo gods are with me right now. But let's make it more interesting and complicated at some point. Not actually complicated, but remove the complexity using our Helidon CLI. So if we stop this thing, yes, and say Helidon build, Helidon dev, pardon me, Helidon dev, it will trigger our development mode. What does it do? It's actually monitors every changes we make. So for example, if I change something in the folder, like I would say not hello, but I would say hello JLove, JLove, and just save it, you will see from the console that it will recognize the change and trigger it for us. And if we go to like our application, once again, make the greet, it will say, hello, JLove. So you receive not only good tooling, but also you will receive good support. So you can actually start coding with Helidon right without even knowing what Maven is. Maybe you come from a different ecosystem like Nodes or PHP or whatever. So you already got everything you need to start coding from scratch, which in my opinion is one of the, well, coolest achievements so far. So the demo is okay, sorry. We want more. It's not only health checks, metrics. By the way, if you go here and trigger this for us, you will get health checks as well. So it comes out of the box, like here, for example. And once again, EDEs already have some support. If you go to endpoints, give me a second, endpoints. IDEA provides already some support for us, and you can actually do some calls out of here directly from the EDE.
I'm sorry, Dmitry, to interrupt you.
Yes.
Can you please zoom in a little bit?
The screen. Actually, I'm finished here, so I'll switch to presentation if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yes. But that's not it. We also have something which we call the danger zone. And this is actually the Helidon SE, which is called Helidon SE right now, or we call it Helidon Reactive APIs. If you remember the overall architecture that we have, it stays in the middle of the wrapper of MicroProfile implementation, and that's it is actually a pure Java, and it's blazingly fast. So if Helidon MP is just like MicroProfile and some Java EE components, Helidon SE is pure Java, reactive, non-blocking micro framework. If Helidon SE is fast, Helidon SE is very fast. Helidon MP already has a small footprint, and Helidon SE takes it like to minimals. It's really tiny. And if Helidon MP is a Java EE style API, so you get annotations that you need to do to include it in your code, then Helidon SE is pure Java with functional style API. No magic, pure speed, pure Java, very fast and very debuggable. So if you got the MP code, which is on your right, which is like path, get, annotations, in SE, it's only Java, and it's like utilizing all the builds, not builds, but it utilizes all the APIs which are functional and very, very intuitive. I get this feedback from people who just watched them and say, okay, I even not coded with SE, I still understand what's written here, and it's very easy to see what you can do. So just put a dot, and you will receive from IDE all the methods you can use to get our. So once again, it's no magic and full control. It still does support the core components that are actually wrapped with MP. So we have configuration, we have tracing, we have metrics, health check. It is available in SE the way it isn't available in MP. Actually, MP wraps them. There is some reactive, some experimental components like reactive streaming and messaging and DB client, which is also a wonderful stuff that we are using. Actually, DB client is something we're proud of, as well, it allows you to use blocking JDBC driver as non-block in a non-blocking way. So it runs a separate service, which wraps it in a functional way. So you will not lose any time. So we'll block somewhere there, and your application will not block out of it. And it still supports all necessary for tracing, health checks, etc., etc. Wonderful web clients. And what is actually happening right now is that we already provide wonderful streams API. So we have our own implementation for Reactive streams, like we are able to connect to Kafka and Oracle streaming just right now. We do support JMS, so extremely powerful, and we are built on top of very standard technology. There's nothing special you can do. You get out of the box just for you, and as a result, it is extremely fast. So if we compare it to some other frameworks, the more the better. And this graph especially, you receive this almost twice the performance you have from the competitors. So we are fast. And let me show you a little bit, a really small demo. We have 5 minutes left, so I have to be really quick for that. So yes, so I will just go ahead. So use my Helidon init, and this time we will create an easy flavor. We will just answer a few questions, which are very fast. And now we have the project. So we just go to this project and open it in our favorite IDE-like idea. Yes, it's loading just right now. Yes, your window, please. You will see it a little bit different. Just let him initialize. I'm sorry, but since the Zoom is consuming a lot of resources, you won't be able to see this fast. And it's pure Java. So there's a main method like web server. You configure everything with just usual bare Java code. It's functional, so you will see a lot of completable features right now. So we start, we make exceptions. We have a separate thread for exceptional conditions. It's following all the functional conventions. And yes, from the very beginning, we provide health and metrics. So if you let me try to do this, we just use our application just to run it. And yes, it will help us. It will take us some time. Sorry, my Java, not Java, my PC is still struggling for Zoom. You see, in fractions of a second, it did load, although it's Java. And we are able to call the services like hello world, like we did. And we're able to call the greets or the health messages. Health, yes, oh, health, yes, health. We still receive health, so we can see how it is. And if you go to Prometheus, we can receive even metrics. So the way we do this in metrics, in a MicroProfile way, although it's a pure functional and standalone way of doing stuff. So you see, it's really fast, it's working, and it won't take you long to get used to it. So just a service, just a Java, and we do provide everything out of the box. Okie dokie. Yes, since we're really running out of time, so I got only 3 more minutes to say to you that Helidon MP, I can compare it like to a jet line. It provides you a comfortable way of developing things. Everything is done with magic. You just enjoy the flight, you enjoy the development. But whenever you need something special like performance, like focus on really small startup time and debuggability or whatever, with no magic, just pure Java, Helidon is your actually framework of choice for doing this. It's easy, it's functional, it won't take you much to understand it. It's very intuitive. But you know, with great power comes great responsibility. So you will just receive enormous amount of power here. And as you say, what actually the client becomes. So first of all, jars, because we're a Java framework. So you get a hollow jar. All the third-party dependencies will be stored in a libraries folder just to take advantage of Docker build and layering. So every time you build something, you build just your own. You don't have to pull out the dependencies. So we are Docker ready as well, just because we're cloud ready. We're Java 9 plus world JLink image. And so once again, the GraalVM native image. What is amazing here that Helidon MP is also Graal native image ready, and it does fully support CDI, which makes us like unbeatable competitors here because we are both pure full CDI ready and implementing it, and this CDI also goes to native image. So you will really enjoy all the benefits. So there are almost no restrictions that you're able to use there. It's just restrictions from the third-party libraries. We do support almost everything there. We provide really small footprint, and you see it's really tiny. I showed you this image before, but it's only tiny for Hello World applications. If you want to get more in details, like what application you should try, there's a wonderful application. It's not a pet shop, a pet clinic. It's a sock shop. It's another mindset. You will get that mindset. Another, it's almost religious topic. What is a pet clinic? What is a sock shop? But sock shop gives you a full demonstration of what Helidon can do. So it has everything with a wonderful documentation there. Just have a look and you will receive all the examples. So as I say, as we started in 2015, now in 2020, we are almost ready to release our version 2.2. I believe it will happen this month. And we have wonderful MicroProfile support. So next, the big things are coming, long-running action, GraphQL. And as a result, any ideas are welcome. So all the resources you will get from our website when we have links to Medium and even a YouTube channel for that. one small product placement. We are now having our hackathon with MicroStreams. If you want to combine this wonderful framework, MicroStream plus Helidon, you're able to win $2,500, by the way, as a prize. So play with Helidon. You can play with our partners, MicroStreams here, and you can only not just enjoy the flight, because we're in the joy room, bring a lot of joy for you, but you also can have some financial benefits. So thank you very much. I'm really sorry I am 1 minute late, but it was a big challenge to show you everything in half an hour. Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure.